You have reached the public service. Ask yourself one question. Are you a taker or a maker? As with any situation in life, is your situation taking or making you happy? This is a public service show, and I'm Sandra.
And I'm Kirk.
And today we're going to have a little levity. We're going to talk to you about what happens when you turn crispy 50 and plus.
I still have the crispy 50. All right. Yeah, number one, top of your head. It's some kind of like cruel joke for men and women, especially women, especially with the constraints that we put on women these days, to lose your hair. I mean, now, recently, being bald has kind of become fashionable for guys, but it's never been fashionable for women. But why is this with getting age?
I've seen some women rock bald quite efficiently, and they look great. So,
Who?
There's some on MSNBC, a girl that...
Oh, Simone, yes, Townsend.
There's quite a few women that wear it in sports and things like that. And they, as long as their head's not misshapen, they look just as good.
Okay.
But there is Jada Pinkett Smith, who has alopecia, where her hair falls out. So that's a little bit different.
Yeah,
So she shaves her head because of that.
And
there are a lot of women that do because of that. So I think they look great. I do.
Okay. Well,
if you have to.
I mean, if you have to, yeah. You really don't have a choice. But,
that's
there's
also
guys.
A fashion statement, too, though, with some women.
Yeah. I guess nowadays maybe a little more, but I'm not buying this whole, I would rather, I mean, it's one thing if you choose to knock it off, but this whole aging thing is like, why is it that your hair would fall out? I mean, isn't it bad enough that everything else to go along with it, but that your hair goes?
Okay. We all shed, but it's very interesting in that it starts to fall off your head, but then it just attaches all over your body in places you don't expect it.
Oh, my God.
It's like it fell off your head and then there's something on your chin. For women, that's a horror. Or I've seen some women, it's on their chest, and I'm like, wow. Wow. This is a 911 waxing. Okay, I'm telling you, sisters out there, do not leave that hair. I don't care how painful it is. You just can't. Yeah, and I know in Europe a lot of women don't even shave their legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, it's kind of like that one. I was like, let's not forget eyebrows. Oh my goodness, some guys, they have more hair on their eyebrows than they ever had on the top of their head, and it's just crazy going.
And after 50, everything turns gray. It's the funnest thing, right? So even though your hair is thinning, it's white, and sometimes you can't even see that it's still there in some areas, like your eyebrows.
That's true.
So
yeah.
A lot of us women go out and get them dyed. So look, I still have eyebrows.
I've convinced myself that I'm not graying; it's still blonde.
Yeah, that's okie dokie. Okay, and fun. The skin on your face starts to wrinkle and get spots everywhere. They call them liver spots. I call them freckles. Some are freckles, some are skin tags, all kinds of anomalies everywhere. We used to have this pure skin, not anymore. However, if you get enough of them, you can be a whole nother color.
That's true.
Right? So you can go from pale to brown if you get enough of them.
That's true. I've also noticed, because speaking of the wrinkles, like right around your mouth, they're starting. I'm starting to get it. It's like old man wrinkle.
But at least you can hide it with a mustache.
Well, but even this is starting to get thin. I mean, oh my goodness.
Well, they call that smoker's lit.
Oh, smoker. Oh,
Yeah, because
smoker's lip.
Yeah, I mean doobies or cigarettes or whatever.
Okay, the smoker's lip or pipe lip from back in the day, you know.
It's you kissing on me all
Our
the
school,
time.
oh, give me the kisses.
So yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh well. See now this one, eyesight. I mean, hello. I mean,
What I just recently the last 15 years.
Actually, no, for you. I mean, you've only been wearing glasses for 4 or 5 or so.
Yeah.
I mean,
regularly all the time. Yeah. So that's another thing is that all this is going on, you're going blind. So you just really don't know. When you get really depressed about what your face looks like and your hair is gone, take off your glasses. You won't see it anymore. Say, hey, I look good, right? Just take the damn glasses off. Excuse me. Take the glasses off and then look in the mirror and everything that you thought was there is gone. Right? No more thin lip, no more. I mean, you're just sitting there going, oh.
That's true. If you can't see it, then, I mean, it's not really there. But, well, here's the one thing that really kind of threw me out, though, is there are people who are starting, get into this age range who are waiting for cataract surgery because it corrects a whole bunch of different problems.
I myself said the same thing when I went to my ophthalmologist. Now, an optometrist is not an ophthalmologist. So here you go. The reason why one is not a doctor. Optometrist is not a doctor. An ophthalmologist is. So when I went to my ophthalmologist, she told me, she goes, you're starting to develop cataracts. I'm like, oh, she goes, no, good thing. When you get cataract surgery, you'll be 20/20 again. I'm like, what? I'm like, am I there yet? What? How long do I have? She goes, you have a while. I'm like, why? Come on. I mean, let's just be honest. I have dents in my nose from wearing glasses. And it irritates the heck out of me. It's not like my glasses are that heavy or maybe I'm not putting them on properly. But
no, they look like they're on the right way to me.
Anyway, wow. My nose has had an accident and it's dents. So
an accident?
It's an accident. And I don't know if I should inform the insurance company because this is the culprit right here. And who's going to pay for the dents?
Well, I guess the prevailing theory is if you do not wear the glasses long enough, they will eventually come back to normal. I guess your nose, your skin, maybe?
I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. It's all cartilage. It could be permanently dented.
Hard to say.
Because my nose is cartilage. It's all cartilage through here. So it could be permanently dented under there. And I'd have to go to some Beverly Hills surgeon, which I couldn't afford, to get the dents taken out.
Oh, no.
Like, help me. I'm dented.
Okay. Let's see.
That's
you're
me.
Next, yeah.
So, another good thing is that all those years when you were younger and you were listening to music so loud, and occasionally I do that in my car because, it's just me and a lot of song, right? So, but I only do that when I'm alone because I don't want to blast somebody's ears out. Hearing. It's a subtle kind of a thing where somebody's in the next room and you could hear everything. And then all of a sudden it's like, huh? What'd you say?
I'm doing this all the time to her.
What? What do you mean? Or you misheard what they said.
Oh, yes.
That happens a lot too. Or you can't hear the television. You have to turn that up. Or the radio's not loud enough. Or the animals. I mean, it's a whole menagerie in my house. So, it's just a little cray-cray. But there you go.
And it doesn't go evenly. One side goes quicker than the other.
Right.
And I mean, it's a real pain. And you're not kidding. She'll be telling me something and I will have to repeat it back to her because, is this what you said? And she's like, where did you come up with potato? I said egg. I mean,
I've done my share too of not being able to hear.
Oh my goodness.
So, you're in good company.
Oh my goodness. And let's go from our hearing ears to our teeth. We all sit around, we all make fun of what we see on television. You get these people who are, the one-tooth wonders and stuff. But you really don't know what they may have been going through because it's kind of interesting. And you throw on the fact that the dentist is so expensive nowadays. So they go, well, you could do a $6,000 implant or you just have it pulled. And you're in so much pain, you don't care. You know that that your teeth are winding down their use eventually. So you're like, you know what? Pain or pull it. Or $6,000 for an implant. Go ahead and pull it. Or, as we just found out, implants aren't all equal. Apparently, implants in the bottom of your mouth are far safer than having them done in the top of your mouth because apparently they have to relocate sinuses. So if you already have sniffer problems, allergy problems, or if you're a singer and that's
here.
Your olfactory right there. Mm-hmm. You can't be messing around with that. So not only is at least the top part of your mouth off the table, unless you want to really mess with the whole works, but yeah, your teeth. And, then they start to get gaps and the food. Oh, so if you've ever wondered why people of a certain age seem to carry a box of toothpicks with them, that's why. Because I don't care if you are eating powdered sugar. Something is getting stuck somewhere, not dissolving. And for whatever reason, while the rest of yourself is going under, the feeling in your mouth has risen, and that little lone crusty thing hiding somewhere in your mouth, it's there. And you got the tooth, and you're trying to be like subtle in the restaurant.
Well, frankly, it's even worse than sometimes. Okay. If you notice, if you look at the old people, you can see their tongue chasing around their mouth because they don't want to put a toothpick out in front of it, right? And so you're like trying to be discreet, trying to get the food from in between your teeth because as you age, things start to separate, even the ones that you have. Oh. So that's why they say floss every day. Keep those gums tight because they're loosey-goosey when you get after 50. So I'm just telling you. And not only that, right? You can't smell as well. So this is why I brush my teeth 3 times a week. 3 times a day.
Wow.
A week. Whoa, hold on. 3 times a day because it helps. And then we use the type of toothpaste that's numbing, that keeps you from feeling hot and cold. That's another thing.
Sensitive.
Because when you drink something cold, it sends your nervous system through the roof. And it isn't a good feeling. Or something too hot. You're like sitting there talking to your spouse and like, you're zinger. That's terrible. So I suggest by the age of 50, because you have fillings, and fillings also are heat and cold conductors. Oh. So you put that in your mouth, you go, just go get the Sensodyne crap. Just get it. Just stop playing. Just know that you need it, and your life will be a lot better.
She's speaking the truth. She's speaking the truth.
That's just my little add-on because he pretty much covered everything. Okay, then we start getting into this region. As with everything, the girls fall. They tell you to sleep in a bra and all this other crap. No. That shit doesn't work. Unless you're going to change the gravity in your house, your stuff's going to fall too. Just saying. That's all I got to say. Because I Well, now wait. There are women with breast implants, and those I apparently don't fall. I've never known anybody with breast implants. He has. But
Yeah.
yeah, those don't fall. So, but I don't know what they're like.
Not to offend the ladies, but breast implants, I mean, unless it's for a medical reason, you had something like breast cancer and, you had some stuff going on in your breast, to look normal, feel good about themselves.
That's right.
But let me tell you, these uber-de-duber basketball-sized wampum breast implants, they hurt. This is a family show, or at least we try to keep it close to it, so I'm not going to go down the list.
Well, there's a caution on it, but apparently
it's not good.
You told me that they're like rocks.
Rocks. Yeah.
And I don't know how rocks don't fall. Rocks don't change shape or anything like that. But normal, natural women, stuff falls.
And
in some cases, I heard a woman online say that she was so big that hers, when she laid down, were two serial killers because they were choking the heck out of her. I just about fell off my couch when I heard that. I was like, wow. She said that she wanted to tie him behind herself just so she could sleep on her stomach. And I'm like, whoa, right? So, and those were natural. They were not artificial.
And we're not proud here. If you're a man of a certain size, there can be a little sag too. Hey, moobs.
So, hey, it's a shared experience.
Oh, my buddy,
my husband and myself, right?
My
husband and myself. My husband and we, Okay, no, he doesn't wear my bras. Don't even go there. That's not nice.
Not
okay,
even close.
Not nice. Let's not go there. But I know some of you were thinking that because you just have a mind. That's a terrible thing to waste. But we're not going to do that. So we're going to.
And on the heels,
we're going to admit our faults and move on.
Because ironically
our imperfections?
On the heels of
our
that.
Our imperfections.
That's right, our imperfections. On the heels of that, because these come from this weight gain. And it happens instantaneously. I can't remember. I guess I was on the cusp of 50. And I had been a certain weight almost nearly my entire adult life. And quite literally, in the matter of months, I went from my normal weight to adding 60 pounds, almost close, 50-ish.
It seemed more gradual than that.
Oh,
it seemed like
quick.
For both of us, me changing from female to female, and you hitting that same mark. I know. Our cat is found something
Velcro
that she's trying to kill over there. No
She
matter
found
what
some
it is,
Velcro.
either it's paper or whatever, it's dying. So
It's
if you
Velcro.
hear some scruffling over there, she's murdering something. Cats are the number one killers outside. Keep that in mind. The number one predator.
Emma, don't eat that.
So let's not talk to her because
Okay.
it just encourages this behavior. Anyway, weight gain, he is correct that by the age of 50, your metabolism slows down. Boo.
Slower, stop.
Anyway, it's a gradual thing, and you start putting on a few pounds, and you go, don't worry, it was just the meal. No, it was not the meal.
No.
It was your body going, stuff more crap in your face, and it's going to be everywhere you don't want it.
And here's what really frustrating.
It's true.
What frustrates
No,
me
you're just
about
like,
this is-
and then it's in the worst places when you gain the weight. Everybody goes, oh, isn't it lovely when women just gain it on their butt? Have you seen a big fat woman with a butt, big butt?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what's good about that? Or we get it on our stomach and we get triple chins and stuff. Some men like a chunky woman. I've seen some really gigantic women making money online eating. And I'm
just
like,
don't
I hope she's
understand.
making enough money for that casket. because you know that's coming. But
yeah.
I just don't understand. I know it's cruel. Let's just say we were so used to eating whatever we were eating. And then all of a sudden you can't even eat that crap anymore. So you're sitting there going, I'm going to starve to death. I'm going to be so hungry. And even when you cut back on the food, it's still not enough.
Oh,
You're still putting weight on, and you're like, this is so unfair. Ice cream. Oh, we'll get to that. The dairy problem.
The ultimate cruelty, though, is that you finally reached a point in your lifetime where you can actually afford to do things.
Yeah.
Get out. You have time. Kids are growing up, whatever. You get time to get out there. But you've now reached a point where unless you're going whale watching and you're going to join them.
Food's not your friend.
Yeah.
Food is no longer your friend. Food is the enemy. Food has decided that it's going to store weight.
Yeah.
Everywhere you don't want it. That belt you had last year doesn't fit anymore. Oh, those pants. Got to get wider. Pretty soon, you're in stretch pants all the time. And extra large, extra, extra large, extra, extra large.
Oh,
and for women, joy, 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 bigger underwear, boobs get bigger and bigger. Wait a minute. I thought I was a D cup. Now you're dealing with other things. So you're buying more clothes because you love food.
and you can afford to go to the nice places for dinner, too.
That's true.
And
you eat the good food and then the cruelty is that then your doctor turns to you and go, you're a little porky.
Isn't that the insult to injury?
They don't tell you how to lose it. They just go, okay, this is your weight. I'll see you in 6 months. And I'm like, wait a minute. I left my doctor's office what I considered obese. He said, hey, see you later, Sandra. Yeah. And I'm like this. I walked out. I was rolling my eyes. I'm like, what did I just pay for? What, aren't you going to set me up for, obesity clinic 101? No, I had to call back and ask, hey, I think I might need some help in the nutrition department.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do there? You just sit there and you go, you paid this man, and he told you how fat you were, and he knew, that bony doctor of mine, because he was skinny, he knew I was overweight, and he's just waiting for my body to break down so I guess he can make some money on selling me drugs. I don't know. That's just an assumption, and I'm going to put a disclaimer down on the bottom of it. But really?
Yeah.
Sometimes you wonder, do they want you to survive? Or is how far to the edge can I get her and bring her back? Right? Can I get her just to the tip? Let's try to get her to like 200, 250 pounds and then see what happens.
Yeah.
See if she figures it out. Her feet are swollen. She's got 3 chins in here. Her arms like, when you get hot, you just flap them, baby. Right? and then the worst about being fat is when you wear pants and your thighs and the inside rub together and your shorts and pants run right up and you're constantly pulling them out of there and it's all sweaty and crap in there. You're like, okay,
time to follow those people where their shorts are like this.
Yeah. Well, that's what's happening. It's not a good look down there. And I'm just going to snitch on myself one time. I literally went in the bathroom at a restaurant and threw my underwear away because I was abused by them. They wrecked me. And I was like, no! I'd go, this one more time. I kept pulling them out. You've seen people go, pull them out, pull them out, pull them out. No. These underwear were the biggest violators. I said, you do it one more time, I'm going to throw you away. And I sure did. I went in that bathroom stall. I pulled it out. I was like, and I said, I'm just going to have to make it the rest of the day without underwear. But I was so freeing, and the chafing was just gone. So, gotta do what you gotta do, people. It's all about comfort after the age of 50. It's not about trying to have any cute underwear on or none of that. Who's gonna see them under your clothes anyway? just chuck those bad boys in the garbage and feel free again. Lucky me. Anyway, that's all I have to say about weight gain. Or is it? Oh, did we talk about...
No, we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. It's tummy time. That's the next part here. So,
yeah.
The unfortunate thing about gaining weight is that...
And getting older.
Well, all of this is about getting older.
Yeah.
But are you okay?
Yeah. I'm reminiscing.
Don't go there. Just be
horrors
about underwear. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Everybody now, if you guys lie, I'm sure everybody out there has had a pair of offensive underwear on, and I mean offensive. I mean the point where you wanted to go back and start a bonfire. Okay. So anyway, it's tummy time. So we gain all this weight in our midsection, in our butts, but the thing about the stomach is that skin does not like to go back. You end up with kind of a fold, especially if you've had babies like me. I've had 3. And expand, contract, and then one day it goes, no, there's no contracting. I'm staying right here. And as you lose weight, you get like kind of a fold. And that's where a lot of women go in for tummy tucks.
Oh, geez. I thought this was the after effects of dairy.
No, that's back here. No, you know where dairy is? Dairy is right.
Oh, I see it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yes.
So I did not forget. So we're just talking about sagging. Now, I'll tell you what. I never judge people by their looks. I've met some absolutely wonderful people, and I don't care what you look like. It's your spirit I'm after. And I've seen some absolutely beautiful people that I don't think have the right to walk on this planet. Just saying. Not going to name anybody, but, you know.
I will. Donald Trump.
He's beautiful? I don't think so.
No, he doesn't deserve to walk on the planet. Sorry,
you know.
I never got past that part.
So, yeah, that's one of the
gentlemen,
things.
let me add a nugget to this. Your wife, your sister's mother, you're not married, your girlfriend, they have children. This is a natural thing, and this standard that some men like to throw out there, like they're walking around Adonises, of course, because, you know, I've seen some of these dudes who hold women to this ridiculous standard after having children. What is that? And I think you should take a good hard look in the mirror and realize, I mean, you know, we want to keep it lighthearted, but this is something I want to make sure we drive home, because this is something we talk about all the time, about how
some men seem to think that
yes, it's not everybody.
Their wife has to be exceptionally beautiful and in perfect shape, and then he looks like, who did it and how come?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, and they use the thing, well, I have to be attractive, and if we want to go by those standards, so do women.
Yep.
You know, so we don't get the same, you know.
That's exactly. You don't get the same.
No.
Feedback,
it's a very unfair that I have to look at. I mean, and this only goes for men that think that they have to be with a woman that is beautiful.
Trophy wife, I think, is the term a lot like to use.
And it's, let's be honest, behind your back, we're laughing at you, especially if she's considerably younger than you. The first thing we consider is that you must have money. That's it. You got to have money. And then the second thing, we listen to the person, and the person's not very bright, the one that they married. So it's about control. Those two things. And then we other women, we don't have a lot of respect for you, because it means that you can't be with somebody who's your mental equal. So you can digest that.
Yes, please do digest that, because you all need to extract your head with no hair on it out of your backside.
So, yeah. And, and let's just, we're not just kicking men. There's a lot of girls out there that
do the same thing.
That go after men with money.
Yeah.
And they go after the older men because they don't want to work. And they figure this is the way to stay home and to stay home. I don't know. Because if you're not creative, and a lot of women, some women think that staying home and taking care of kids, it is a full-time job. I agree, but it has to be, I don't know.
I got you.
It's a tough call.
Yes, it is.
But to just go after somebody for their money is wrong.
Yeah.
And if that's your goal in life, you're wrong. Yeah. I have to say, that's why the divorce rate is so high, because you're not matching mind with mind. You're matching without money and with money.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm off my soap box. And tummy time, people. Tummy time is something that happens to the ones that got overweight, like me.
And me.
Yeah, and don't forget, for once you came, we giving birth is very important.
So much like, some of these things, everybody who gets old deals with a number of these things, yet they never seem to tell you. I as a young man, do not remember, actually as a child growing up, do not remember listening to my parents, my mother, even bring any of this up. But oh my, skin tags and liver spots. Let me tell you what, folks. Liver spots, I heard about that. You hear about that. I remember the creams when I watched the commercials when I was a kid, liver spots. But you want to know something that I never heard anyone ever bring up? Skin tags. And they are everywhere. Oh, and they get caught in your shirt seams and the threads and your collars, and you take your shirt off or a coat and it just rips and pulls, and then you start getting skin tags down. There's skin tags everywhere. Oh, wow. I don't know what to do.
Okay, in your dark spaces are where the skin tags grow. It's like a human mushroom, a little annoying, crappy mushroom. And it itches at first. It's like, oh, must be a pimple. No. 3 weeks later, it's got a little head on it. It's like it bloomed. And it's still itching, but this time you notice it doesn't go away. You try to pop it, thinking it's a pimple, and it's not. And you make the little thing bleed, and you're like, wait a minute, why isn't this thing going away? And sometimes somebody goes in their bathroom and gets a little scissor and puts it up. I don't know who, because the ones in my pits will not survive. But you can get them in your crotch as well. I'm just saying that if you have, and you're over 50, and something you scratch feels like a lump, don't get a mirror. Because you know darn good and well you're not going to put some freeze-off down there, because there's a lot of other parts down there that you don't want to burn. And do not take scissors. No scissors. No scissors. No scissors. No scissors. I'm telling you, no. Do not, no clippers either. Nope. Wait, no clippers, no scissors, no acid, nothing down there. Because I'm going to tell you something. Have you ever seen the movie Tales from the ER? You're going to be on one of those episodes with your legs spread in some sort of stirrups, crying about you tried to cut a skin tag off and now you're getting a transfusion. Right?
Yeah. And I was kind of gonna. This is the size of some of them, but they feel like you just took your whole head off. They hurt so bad, and they bleed. Yes, everything that grows in your body has to have a blood source, but when did the aorta end up in a skin tag.
Didn't. So the reason why the skin tags have a blood supply is so it can grow the little mushrooms, human mushrooms. And they're annoying. And they're everywhere where you don't want them. You should see, look at the neck. Look, and I'll tell you a little secret.
Everywhere.
I'll tell you a little secret. You can burn the ones off on your neck with basic acid. Take a lemon, cut it in half, put a little bit of baking soda on it. You'll see it bubble. And then rub it around your neck and they'll fall off naturally. Do not put that in your crotch. Do not put that in your armpit. The reason why? Because those areas are very, very sensitive to acids and things like this. This is a natural acid. And I burn them off my neck. That's how I do it. So half of a lemon, a little bit of baking soda, and you watch, squeeze the lemon and you'll watch it bubble up, right? And then you just rub it around your neck and then wait a few minutes, go in the shower, and they start to fall off. They get dark and they die. Dark and die. Ooh. That's it. Ooh. Dark and die. Dark and die.
Yes.
Kill the skin tag. Dark and die.
Oh, they do need to die.
Well,
I wish they would do it painlessly, though. That's not in the cards. They hurt.
Yes, they do. Oh, is this me?
Yes,
oh,
it's you.
Great. Okay. You're tired. You're exhausted. You go to bed.
At 7:30.
6. You're after 50. You're over 50.
It's getting earlier.
It's time to have lunch for breakfast, right? So you get all comfy and bundled up, and if you have a television in your room, you fall asleep to it, and we turn ours off. Then you have to get up and go to the bathroom. Just when you got into the comfortable spot in your bed, and you're ready for the 7 to 8 hours of unimpeded sleep, but your bladder goes, "Excuse me, I need to go pee. And you're like, "No, you don't. No, you're lying."
And this, by the way, says
and you're like, and you try to forget it. So you rocking in the bed, because you're too tired to get up. So you're rocking in the bed thinking that, okay, I rocked it back up and the bladder's going to shut up. But no. So you just get comfortable again. And you're like, okay, it'll wait till the morning. And then it comes back with more urgency. And you're like, crap. And you get mad. You get up. You go to the bathroom. And
you just can't will it away. It's
you're
not going
just
anywhere.
crying. You're like, why? I was so comfortable. And you have to go through the whole process again of getting comfortable and all this stuff. You go to the bathroom. You wash your hand. And you're not sleepy for a while. And you're like, and then finally you sleep. And then you wake up the next day. Right? And you're going somewhere and you're drinking coffee and soda and all that stuff. And guess what? Oh, you leaked in your underwear. Because you couldn't make it to the bathroom because there was such a long line. Yes, you do. You take those underwear off in the stall and you throw them in the garbage with the other pair because you have nothing to wear. And then you go for the rest of the day free again.
This is how underwear companies stay in business. We think Fruit of the Loom got that big because there weren't people throwing their britches into the local trash can. Trust me when I tell you.
And then you try to go to the next store and buy some, right? But you realize they're not washed, so you're not going to wear them.
Yeah.
Just saying.
This goes for sharding as well.
How could you do that when I'm drinking? Yeah, I have been known to throw away underwear. So when that poor janitor goes in there, he's like, geez, must have been a rough week. There's underwear in here. It was me. I held my hand up. I was guilty. Don't do a DNA test on it. Then I have to come back and pay. Here, look at this. Hazmat material, people.
Gentlemen, save a few bucks in your pocket. Ladies, too, don't do the tighty whities. Go very dark colors and never go back.
You know why? You guys don't wipe. Well, now that they have dude wipes, right? You do. But you know, I can't. I've been married most of my adult life in very long-term relationships. And every time I do the laundry and the tidy-whities, I don't care what y'all say. It's nasty. And I mean it. It's nasty. And so I check them. And then before you know it, being in a relationship with me, your underwear get darker and darker and darker and darker. So I don't have to see your skid marks anymore when I'm doing laundry. I can just throw that crap in there. And even if you have skid marks, I don't know, you got black underwear now. Yay for me. Goes with everything. It's a classic, right? Isn't it? It's a classic. So, and ask him, what color are his underwear?
Black.
And that's because I don't want to see the accidental skid marks. And as a good wife, as
not that you could tell.
As a good as a good wife, I do carry pocket dude wipes. So when we go in public places and we have to go, I just hand him one out of my purse.
I'm telling you can't live without it now.
No.
I mean, I don't know how I was fresh and clean before, but now I am.
You weren't. I saw those underwear. He's like, oh, let me get some bright blue. I'm like, no.
Oh, my goodness.
And I go, oh, they don't sell those anymore. And I go, oh, look. And actually, the last pack that I bought him, I got 2 extra pairs because they were black. I'm like, hey, if that's not a popular color, it's good in our house.
That's
right? So, ladies, if you do the laundry, and gentlemen, and you notice that even when you use a little spray on those stains, it still doesn't come out. It's still brown. Just stop. Everybody knows what comes out of that end, and none of it's good. So stop playing like you can wear white underwear or light blue or any of those light colors. Just stop. Just stop. Quit it. We've had enough. Save your money. I know you have to throw them away all the time because they're disgusting. So, yeah, go black. It's a classic. You'll never go back.
What a wonderful segue into ball sweat and sagging butts.
Steve.
What is it? What is it with?
I can't do it. Oh my God, I'm hurting my stomach already.
With the falling backside. You know the ones. I mean, where you're walking behind somebody and they make a left or a right and nothing changes. There's no like protrusion. There's no, and it's like flat.
Or folded over.
Oh, or folded over. Yeah, the worst are the folded. I don't know
if you can help it.
It's
like the stomach, but this happens after 50.
It's called stairs. You go up and down the stairs.
If you're no, I'm going to tell you the truth. If you're like wide, you know, some of us girls are wide, some of us girls are narrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the key not to have the fold over butt is not to put the weight on. That's the truth.
That's true.
If you don't put the weight on, it won't get heavy and fold over. Like with our tummies go and fold over, right? Same thing back there, people, right? And I know you can't help it after the age of 50, but some of this I see before 50, and I'm like, oh, girls, let's be careful.
And the ball thingy, I mean, you know,
that's on you.
Scrotum scum, ball sweat, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it does increase. I hate to say, I mean, maybe it's because your temperature goes up, or
your weight goes up.
Your weight goes up, and your temperature goes up, or your body can't manage or handle your internal thermostat's not working, and it all seems to congregate down there. This is why you see now, okay, professional athletes are excluded from this because I think it's just a nervous tick. But everybody else, when you see guys adjusting and shaking it out, well, that's...
Wait. What is this shaking it out?
They're shaking. They're trying to get airflow.
How are you going to get airflow when you have underwear and pants on? It's not
Trust me
happening.
when I tell you.
Go to the bathroom,
even-
throw the underwear out, you got free again.
Even the most minute wind breeze down there is alleviation of something.
Throw the underwear away. Free again. I mean, that's the only thing you can do.
But yeah, the sagging butt thing, Sandra has a good point. Don't throw on 1,000,000 pounds and you won't have to worry about the sagging butt too much. But it is what it is. This is the one that I've been waiting for.
After the age of 50, your food doesn't digest as well as it does. Eating things like broccoli, cauliflower
Anything
tends
spicy.
to... No, that's not spicy.
No, anything
tends-
spicy, I'm adding.
Tends to make you gassy. So it is a propulsion system that happens quite often. And you just rip one every once in a while everywhere. It's like terrible. Sometimes when he and I eat stir fry. Oh, no, wait, hold on. He went to some
Curry.
Indian. Stop. I'm saying this one. He went to an Indian restaurant when he worked in San Francisco. And he came home, didn't warn me, nothing, right? It was like a couple days later. Oh, my God. Oh, no. I'm like, what is that? Now, I understand, gas is gas. There's no, you don't scream and run. And there are people out there that claim they've never farted at all, which
is that?
I'm going to say that if you've never farted, you're no longer alive. So go get that checked, okay? Anywho, he almost killed me at night. I woke up and I was like, what is that smell? An Indian. I'm like, you ate a whole American Indian or what? What was that? It was horrifying.
It was curry.
It was curry. So he's right about some spicy foods.
Spicy foods, dairy. I mean, if
yeah,
you started out
dairy
not
is
being
really,
able
really
to,
bad.
to digest dairy, as you get older, it becomes
Violent.
almost cereal.
Violent.
Yeah. It's
And not only that, when you start
Not
remembering
good.
that cow's milk is for cow babies, you know why it doesn't work. I mean, we're better with goat's milk than we are with cow's milk, but
yeah.
what happens down there, it's like, blah, blah. It's like Chipotle for us.
Oh man,
We can't
and
go.
if you-
We've tried Chipotle like 6 times, and every time
Not sure what they're
we
doing.
have violent diarrhea. And I'm not talking violent. And
If
luckily,
you've
we
got
have
nausea,
multiple bathrooms in our house. Otherwise things could have gotten super nasty. But oh yeah, I mean, we're talking projectile diarrhea.
not
It's
good.
not good. I mean, when you have to scrub the toilet because you had a visit, there is no Chipotle allowed in this house.
Yeah, I don't know what
Ever.
they're doing. They're either doing something or not doing something, but it results in pain. And I'll tell you, here's another component to getting older that they don't tell you is that all these different bodily functions where you used to be able to hold them at bay. She was kind of explaining the whole, going to the bathroom at night. You can no longer hold it. And it shows up out of nowhere, gives you about 3 seconds notice, and you better be making it.
That's right. That's right. And it's just because your body's slowing down. You cannot, you just don't have the receptors you used to have. I mean, I'm getting a little technical here, but, it's just not as efficient as it used to be before the age of 50. And sometimes, people go longer than 50. It just depends when things start to slow down. But when they do slow down, look out. That's a huge red flag. And then you just have to learn to adapt. I mean, all of us old people know. I mean, you've seen the jokes, all the old people with the gas back there, and it's like, yeah, well, there you go.
Okay. Hip pain. You do a lot of walking in your lifetime. I mean, until you are of age, I mean, you're walking or bicycling, and as you get older, the hip pain, I mean, it comes out of nowhere too. It's all the stuff comes out of nowhere. None of this stuff, there's no lead up. There's no like, hey, you might have a hip pain here in about 2 or 3 years. No, it's like, ta-da, whap, hip pain.
And you go to the doctor and he talks to you like, don't you know that this is happening? He's another one that should be slapped. I'm telling you, these doctors, because they act like we know we have their knowledge, right? When stuff starts breaking down, right? They're not there. They go, just take a Motrin or a Tylenol. You'll be fine in 17 years. I mean, seriously, if that, then we'll give you hip replacement. I mean, ooh. So in other words, yay, thank you, Dr. Psycho. I go, you didn't help me one bit. You just told me I have to suffer for 17 years until I'm old enough to get hip replacement. What the hell is that? Yeah. I mean, that's like, you want to go back into his office, you have to do the look as you look at this man who's writing in your chart. You're like, and I'm paying you for this? I swear, he lives with that. I don't have hip pain yet. Hopefully I won't. But I do. I watch his pain. And I go, well, what are we going to do about that? Well, in a few years when I'm old enough, they're going to give me hip. I'm like, so as my mind processes, so they're just going to let this stuff grind you into the ground with pain, right? And then when you've suffered enough, they go, here's some relief. A surgery that takes 6 to 12 months to heal. I
mean, you already can't move to exercise
and you're
putting on weight. But now they give you a new hip, which, by the way, is almost like getting your tonsils out. It's so common these days.
For them to do the surgery, but healing is different.
And the healing,
6 months to a year.
You're packing on the weight because you can't move, and you're in bed for a month and a half before you can get up to start walking around, start healing. I mean, it's just a mess.
And let me, since I didn't add this, I'm going to add it right now. Back pain.
Oh, yeah.
I had a broken back when I was 20 years old from a car accident. And at that time, my brother was at the school, in medical school at the time when this happened. And so the doctors came in and said, hey, let's do some surgery on you. My brother was standing right there and he goes, no. And I go, what's the matter? He goes, they have an 85% failure rate. I said, 80 what? He goes, don't do it.
It's no better nowadays either.
And I'm standing because of it. So do your homework. Do not let people experiment on you. Mm-hmm. Because had I done that, I had an 85% failure rate. And I was very, very young when that happened. So I have to owe to my brother, because he saved me right then. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but back pain is something that he and I both share. My back goes out on me at least once a year. And it happened to him recently, and he finally understood how debilitating it was.
Yeah,
well,
about
you can
2
tell.
years ago,
you can tell,
I bent over. I mean, I literally bent over to grab a slipper. And I dropped like a sack of potatoes, and I was flat on my back for a week. And I can only think of one thing in my lifetime that hurt similar, and that's when they stuck a big needle like this in my right hip after an injury. But that was a big needle in my hip. This was nothing but picking up a slipper. And
it was a small slipper. It was like, he was going to put it on my foot and say, here you go, Cinderella.
You got some positive to
I was
it.
like, so I guess I'm not getting the castle? What's going to happen here?
I wasn't bending down to grab my own crusty.
But the thing that we both learned at that time is he understood my pain.
Oh, my goodness. No, I don't wish it on anybody. Well, that's not true. I know I don't wish it on anybody. That's just one of those things where, boy, oof, you hope that you don't ever have to go through it. And hopefully this little bit of information will prepare you if you do.
Yeah. I don't wish it on a lot of people, not
Most
me.
people.
So that was yours. Okay, knee pain.
Oh.
So everybody bangs their knees everywhere. You know that pain that you get when people say, oh, you're funny? Well, there's nothing funny about that. And the next time somebody says that to me when I'm doing that pain dance, I'm going to slap them. I'm like, because that was not funny to me. I didn't laugh one time.
No.
So anyway, I don't get it. But that pain it's like somebody puts a dagger in your soul. And the older you get, the longer the pain stays there. I'm telling you. And the bruise looks like somebody socked you so hard
with a bat.
And people ask you, what happened there? I'm like, hey, I just did the wall thing. Wall? Are you sure your knee's all swollen and protruding? Maybe you need a doctor. I go, why? He's just going to say, take a cup of Motrin. Maybe we can fix it in 17 years. I'm like, hey, I could do that on my own. Take a cup of Motrin. And you can add a Tylenol if you're really in a lot of pain.
It also takes 3 times as long to heal, if it ever does heal. There are certain things you do to yourself that never seem to go away. They're there forever. You can just write it down. Oh, yeah, there it goes.
We all know when we hit something and it breaks and something makes a noise. So I did that. We did a renovation in our bathroom, and this little corner was sticking out, and my husband and my son were gone. I hit my toe, my little pinky toe. Sucker went like this. Not even joking. Went like that. And I was in so much pain that I thought that I could pop it back into the socket. And I was pulling. I was like, ah! Wow!
She called it.
I called my husband and I said, I hit my foot on the corner and I think I broke my toe. I broke my toe. And he goes, are you sure? And I look at him like this, like, it is pointing in another direction. It's broken. So he comes home and the first thing he goes, let me see. And I hold my foot up and like this. He goes, well, that looks broken.
It was broken.
That was an ER visit. And you know what they did? They pulled it and put it back in place and taped it to the other one. And they go, in 3 days, you won't feel anything because it was just out of socket. I go, no, it wasn't. It wasn't out of socket. It was out of this world with pain. You have no idea what it takes when you dislodge something. Sorry. It was horrifying. But don't do that. I'm warning you. Don't do it.
Please take care of your knees. Anything from hip down, just be careful. Put bubble wrap on. There you go. You walk around with bubble wrap.
Well.
Spotted legs.
Okay.
I mean,
spots.
Yeah.
That just show
up. I've got these. I mean, what is that? Where? Because I think I do remember mentioning that as you get older, you have free time to go to places like the beach. The beach, spend time there, hang out, relax. And you drop your pants, get your swim trunk, into your swim trunk, and you stick out a gam that looks like somebody just took batting practice. And you don't know how they got there. You don't know why they're there. And some of them never leave. They're just, hello. You start naming them.
Liver spots. Marty, Tati, and Dottie. Sorry, that's bad. Freak frack and why are you on my back, right?
Okay. Spotted legs. There's really not a whole lot to say about that because it's coming.
Yes, there is. People try to bleach that crap off, but it doesn't work. And then another one comes because we need the sun.
Yes. So just know that it's coming and just write it down on your calendar. When
Or
it
just
shows
say,
up.
oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, it's here to stay. Pretty, pretty, pretty.
You make that a fashion statement.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Yeah.
Unless you want to wear nylons to the beach. Good luck with that. Ew. Oh, they have.
Spotified.
They actually have leg makeup. I saw that on a television show one time. And I'm like, now, let's feature this. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to put leg makeup on so I can run through the water. I'm like, what? I mean, am I that vain that, you know how I am? I'm not a big makeup woman. And I see a lot of women wear makeup and they're absolutely beautiful. But some of it is a lot. For me, I've always been that kind of girl that, like, you got to like me for who I am. Because I don't want to present myself as something other than who I am. And that's my choice.
The only choice
right? And my choice is that I love a little bit of lipstick, a little bit of under eye makeup, very little. But this is my own natural skin, and I don't do a lot. Some of the freckles that I have, I don't like, but it's still me. And I've always been of a mindset that if you're going to like me, you're going to like this, not this. You're going to want to talk to this, the mind, not this. And I've met some wonderful people who are not superficial because of that. So I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to stay the course.
Yeah, well, if you're putting makeup on your legs, the only thing that comes to mind is Carly Simon, You're So Vain. Because people who are makeuping up their legs, get out of here.
It's true, though. It actually exists.
Yeah,
I was
it
a
does.
commercial, and I was blown away because I envisioned it. I was going, wait a minute. I'm going to the beach to get in the water and the sand, and I'm going to have makeup on? Am I going to poison the animals that walk out there because you're putting makeup out there and it's in the sand and stuff? I was like, all this stuff.
Yeah, not good.
It was like a whole conversation that was horrible. None of it was good. But I figured, if you were in a relationship, isn't that stuff going to rinse off sometime and your husband's going to see you have like spots on your legs?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better to just show him and so that he can like you for that?
I wonder if
What
women...
did I do wrong?
No, I wonder if women go like
Did I
this.
do something wrong?
I wonder if they go, I got to put on my legs. They got to put on their face.
And my feet, and I got to rub my butt and tie that up. You get, your butt's falling, so you pull this skin up and you put a rubber band around it. Hey, what about our stomach? Let's pull that up, and our chin's falling, so we get some tape. Look.
Oh yeah, right.
We get some tape. Oh, our eyes are sagging. Then your ears get big. You got to tape those back. I don't have very big. I've always had really small ears, but I've seen some girls that, wouldn't it be better just to be you? I think a lot of our mistakes are because we're over judging people, and some of this we're judging because we're just making fun of the fact of us.
Yeah.
Because we put on a lot of weight and we're gassy. We have spotted legs. We have knee pain, hip pain. He's got ball sweat. We don't have saggy butts yet, but we're working on it.
Yes. No, I'm not working on it.
We do have we have urine leaks at nighttime.
But there's things on this list that
and then not even
told you about.
The top of his head?
But you never, but it never came up.
Yeah, that was the whole point. So I'm just making a little light of it. But it's true. Most of this stuff, our hearing, our teeth, breast sag, weight gain, tummy time, liver spots, eyesight.
A lot of this
I'm
stuff
blind.
you
okay?
knew about. But
I look good.
But the whole hunting food in your teeth?
Yeah.
What is that? Anyway. Okay.
I think it's funny. I mean, I'm gonna try to smile to this part of my life, because if you don't, you could be very unhappy. Very unhappy because all this stuff really happens and you just got to find some levity about it. And just by us telling you, you're not alone, right? We can all laugh about it. We can all say, yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got this. But you know what? It all comes down to you're still above ground. So you still have an opportunity to enjoy your life.
That's right.
That's what I think. You're still above ground. Okay. It's your turn. Oh, my turn. Oh, okay. So when you get older, you all know how we like a good salty pretzel, salt on this, salt on that.
Popcorn.
Things start swelling up. Your feet, your fingers, even sometimes your face. Yeah, and, not the places that, what?
Not good.
And you have to watch your salt. That's the first thing they're going to say is, watch your sodium intake. But wait, I like salt. But your taste buds are failing, so you don't know you're putting too much damn salt on there. Excuse me. So you add more salt. We tried a popcorn thing where it's this container, and it's supposed to be really healthy. We just put your own kernels in and stuff like that. And the popcorn was beautiful, except for it wouldn't hold the salt. So we kept pouring more salt. And by the time you get down to the bottom, it's the entire ocean. So you're like, oh, I'm just overdosed on salt. So it was something else.
Yeah. And it results in the swollen feet and fingers, and it hurts. You can just be standing there. How you can even go to sleep? You're laying flat. Or in our case, form-fitting bed, raise and lower the feet and the head. And you wake up and you can't close your fingers, your feet, your fingers, and you just feel like you got 10 big sausages on your hand or your toes, and it's
confession time.
And you put your feet on the floor, and it hurts.
And we take salt to bed with us.
We do. We're snackers. We're bed snackers. We BSA, Bed Snackers Anonymous.
I'm not going anonymous. I'm straight up snacking because I'm old enough where I can do whatever the heck I want to. I dare you to tell me no. I dare you.
Yeah. Don't get you have it.
There'd be a fight in the hallway.
Actually, she's not the one I'm the one who usually brings up I'm snacking. And she has to stop me sometimes. She's like, maybe you don't need that this evening.
But I encourage as well. Sometimes we sit and we have some of the most wonderful conversations at night. And we talk about our day. We talk about our future. We talk about the things we're going to do. We talk about our shows. We talk about everything. And we sit there and snack and we laugh because we usually take a bath,
Wind down.
And then we get in our bed. Yeah. I got him to take a bath because I tell you, especially when I met him, he was like a shower in the morning kind of a guy. And he used to come to bed and I'm like, oh, so your whole day's here with us, right? Thanks. And so I said, why don't you try, showering at night? Because at the other place. And he goes, okay. So he showered at night. Now, good, doesn't it feel you sleep a lot better?
Yeah.
Because you've washed off the day. Even though you don't wash off the day, you psychologically can wash off the day and start anew. That's how I look at it. So I scrub up and I lay in my clean sheets with my clean body and we talk. And we eat snacks and we laugh and we watch shows sometimes, depending on how late it is.
And the ball sweat goes down the drain, not in the bed.
Anyway, it's just a fabulous time for us. And we go to sleep every night smiling. So it works for us.
Yes, it does.
I'm not telling everybody they have to do it, but I've never been a person to go to bed dirty.
Funky buns in the shower or tub before you go to sleep, because just think about it. Just stop, think about it for 5 whole minutes, because I wish I had prior to, but there you go. Oh my. Now this is, we keep referencing the whole, why didn't your parents or grandparents ever tell you this or tell you what to expect? When you reach a certain age, your muscles in your throat and your mouth, they get older. Like all the other muscles in your body, things become looser. And how many times have our spit tried to kill us?
I have taken a restraining order out on mine because I know it's trying to kill me, and I'm on a watch list. My spit's on a watch list because
Spit, drink,
food,
even the
one little
most
kernel,
minute-
one kernel of popcorn can take you out. So you
And it's so bad that you've coughed so hard you get, what is it called, petechia? Or whatever it is in your eyes because you've coughed so hard you've almost blown your eyes out of your head. And I'm not, and this is not a rare occurrence. I can almost guarantee the entire listener base that this is a once a week at minimum. Sometimes, depending upon how tired you are, multiple times a day. And it's, believe it or not, it's, I mean, as funny as it is to tell the stories, it's scary because there are times when you're coughing so hard you could swear you're going to suffocate.
Yeah. And you know what? The good part about becoming old is your memory's failing, so you won't remember you choked 3 minutes ago.
That's right.
And you'll choke again. And you'll be like, oh, wow, first time for this. I hope this doesn't happen again. You're lying because you forgot. Your memory's fading. It's starting with choking. It's starting with liver spots. It's starting with getting up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. You forgot about it because your memory's bad. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a little secret about cooking. This is what I use because I'm older. When I have my seasonings, right, I'll put them on this side of the pot. Then after I use them, I put them on this side of the pot, which means it goes back in the cabinet so I don't over-season. And just keep going like that until they're all used. And you put them all away and you go, you never over-season your food. That's what you do when you have memory issues.
And I'm sorry to tell you,
tips?
You will
have
memory issues. Shopping lists. Oh, if we didn't have shopping lists, we would have to make at least 6 trips to the grocery store a day because, example, we want to make a pasta dish. Well, you need pasta sauce, pasta, meatballs, whatever. You could easily go all the way there, get the pasta, the meatballs, get home. Do we remember the sauce?
No. I go, was it on the list?
Did was it on the list? Well, then I'm not responsible.
Well, it's funny because,
we forget
unfortunately,
to put things on the list that we're supposed to remind. We tell each other, okay, could you remind me to put this on the list?
I started the lists first. And I went to him and I was writing these lists. I'm like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. And he goes, hey, you're wasting paper. I'm like, but I think I need paper now. I think I'm at that point in my life where paper's going to be my best friend. I'll recycle it. That's what I said. I go, don't worry. I'll recycle it. And now he's like, do you have the list? Do you have the list? Yes, honey, I got the list. And it's okay because it just happens at different times. And it's just funny because there have been times when we've left without the list and we called our children up to take a photograph of the list and send it to the cell phone that we forgot at home.
That's happened.
But I had my cell phone, so
and for you cell phone list takers,
hilarious.
What if your cell phone gets flushed in the toilet? You're out that list, and that list is never coming back.
No.
And you may not remember what's on that list because you made the list so you didn't have to remember it because you can't remember it.
But at least we had 2 cell phones. And even though we forgot one, we still had the other. And so our son would go, wait, what am I sending you? I'm just get in the kitchen and send the list.
But be happy. You've been around a long
memory is a lot of
old,
memory is kind of a funny thing though too, because there are times when I laugh a lot about that. I'm like, I forgot that. Unless you have to go up and down the stairs a bunch of times, then it gets a little, monotonous. But if you keep little list papers around like I do, even when I'm upstairs, hey, write it down. Take it downstairs with you because the minute you go downstairs, you're going to forget what that was. I mean, you can be half sentenced sometimes and forget what you're going to say or forget how to spell a word. It's just like food world search all over again. It's like starting from scratch.
But there are some exceptions.
We don't wear Depends.
When it comes...
we don't wear Depends.
I was going to bring up if it
We
involves-
don't have the leak guards either. Not yet. I mean, give it. It's true. I mean, let's just say some positives for us. But if somebody has to have it, that's it. But we ain't there yet.
But the spit's going to kill you.
Oh, and you drool occasionally? That happens. The stuff gets a little loose around here. It's like
Sometimes you really, I mean, you can go from I'm not hungry to I'm hungry in 3 seconds flat too, and certain things will make you drool. And then now you've got to worry about the death sentence that could be following that. Because your spit is trying to kill you.
Oh, that's right. But at least it's coming out,
But
not
now
going
there's
down.
even more of it. So it's kind of,
I know, yeah. And people look at you like you're crazy, but, I tell you what. You're still above ground. You still have a day to laugh. You still have a day to cry. You still have a day to do whatever the heck you want to, as long as you're not hurting somebody else. And unfortunately, I have to say that now because we're in dangerous times, right?
Yeah,
so
we
I
are in
say you
dangerous
can have
times,
fun
all right.
and do whatever as long as you don't hurt others. That's all I say.
Yep.
And I think there's just so much to getting old, like he says, that we weren't told.
no clue.
Nobody told. You know what my uncle, I guess he was my great uncle. He said, when you get old, you'll see like the rest of us see. That's all the old people ever tell you. You'll see. I'm not telling you nothing.
Crap.
Nothing. At that point, if I was a violent child, I should have slapped those old people and said, you tell me now. You tell me now. Don't try to hold out. See, that was just wrong. You're supposed to pass your wisdom down. No, when we ask you real serious stuff, you're not giving us anything. You're trying to tell us, go do what, blah, blah, blah.
And you'll see.
Right?
You'll see.
They all said it. You'll see. I'm not telling you you'll
Just so
see.
you
That's
think
evil.
we're like them. No, we've already had these conversations
With our children.
and they're only in their late 20s and 30s.
That's right. We're not playing. We're like, no, you can ask us anything. He does have ball sweat.
I do.
I'm
do,
sorry,
but I
that
no
was
longer
bad.
have shorts. I have black underwear.
You're welcome. I mean, it was a gradual thing. It took me years to get there because, he's like, oh, I like light colored. I'm like, yeah, I bet you do. Have you seen the laundry?
I mean, now, there was many years where I did my own laundry, so
No, yeah,
I knew
that's
it
true.
was there. I just didn't tell her it was coming. So.
Really? I mean,
And I
seriously?
don't care. You could wipe your... Dude wipes are a new invention. You could wipe your backside with the nastiest of toilet paper and half a page of Sears Roebuck catalog, and you weren't getting everything.
Be a pal.
Yeah.
Tell somebody you have shards now. Be a pal. Tell somebody you sharded now.
I don't know if we can go any farther
Come
down.
on. Come on. I don't know.
What a fun
I
show.
can't. I love to laugh. And
Yes, we do.
I laugh all the time,
Yes, she does.
even when I'm by myself. So, that's some of the jokes I tell myself are hilarious. And I tell him jokes too, and he makes me laugh as well. So, I'm really happy that I have an opportunity to be able to go through this part of my life because a lot of people don't make it to this part of our lives.
No kidding.
They don't make it to this age. So smiling and laughing and sharing knowledge, that's what we're supposed to do. When you get to this age, you're supposed to share that knowledge. You're not supposed to take it with you. I mean, I learned it from somewhere else. I learned this. I learned that. What's wrong with giving? Right? And not expecting anything in return. Giving knowledge is how a civilization grows, learns, flourishes.
Sharks
So,
together.
yeah. And so what do? You gotta, there's relatives out there that took all this knowledge with them. And look how we talk about them now. Why'd you tell me then? Look. So, let's end this. This has been a public service show. And I'm Sandra.
And I'm Kirk.
And, enjoy your life. Enjoy your days, your nights, your weekends. See some levity in this because we're going through some tough times right now. So we decided to do a show on life. Life's little foibles, is that what it's called?
Yeah, we all need a little humor right now because, we need to laugh. But please check us out at thepublicservice.org. Hop on the message board if you get bored. Wow, hop on the message board if you get bored. Don't do it when you're bored. Hop on the message board when you got something to say, you got an opinion to share, or you want to comment on other opinions.
Yeah.
You have been watching a public service show. America is part of a global community. Sandra and I are well aware that the American experience had the hope for freedom. America isn't perfect by any means, and we are currently having our freedoms tested. Here at the Public Service Show, we're going to look at how and why we're at this point in America.